November 28th, 2019. Thankful for everyone and everything. This is Kimba Tiger. I remind myself frequently of all that I am grateful for. The people, the circumstances, the opportunities to create a life full of meaning. Today is the day in America where we make a point of doing it, but I really hope that people make it a part of their moment-by-moment experience. The Tampa Bay Times ran our Guatemala Tiger rescue story on the front page today, and last night how we couldn't find a copy anywhere. My mother had one, so I drove over to pick it up this morning. Today she was chatty and looked healthy. I told her about Jamie throwing her back out Monday on the ride back from Miami, and Mom went on to tell me that it was genetic and how bad her back had been, starting in her mid-30s. It was always well known that that was my dad's story. I never knew my mother to have a bad back, and told her she must have been so stoic that no one knew. Or she was confusing my father's experience with her own. I asked how her finances are. I never had to worry about her when she worked for me and I provided for her home. She said that they were doing fine, and I told her to tell me if that changed. She said the only strain was that they were taking care of a 61-year-old widow in Northdale who couldn't sell her house because of 27 years of smoking and hoarding that left the house in horrific condition. She showed me the photos of the yellow tar dripping down the walls from the smoking. Mom bought 67 plastic storage crates to try and move the stuff away from the walls enough to paint, and of course Mom was paying for the contractors and the painters. I told her that she may want to think about why she was helping someone who she said clearly hadn't cleaned house once in 27 years, since all her hard work would soon go back to what she sees today. I felt compelled to say it, even though I know she won't heed the advice. Later, Mom texted me saying that she has a certain amount of money in her IRA, which surprises me. In addition to that, she gets money from Social Security. She thinks she can live another 20 years at her current rate of cash burn. She finished by saying, "I am fine, but when all of it is gone, I still have you and my sweet family." Rebecca Beck's Sirmons of Discovery ID had paid $15,000 to Joe Schreibvogel for the rights to his videos, photo, and story. Eric Goode had told us this at the trial because Joe had sold the same stuff to him too for the same sum, I think. Bex contacted me Monday, but I told her I was pretty busy with the Guatemala Tiger arrival in Miami and that I'd talk to her on Tuesday, which I did. She said she had been working on the 6-part miniseries about the wild character Joe Exotic before his arrest and conviction for trying to kill me. It didn't seem right to her that they would do this fluff piece on Joe, given the kind of person she later discovered him to be. I never know if these journalists are being honest or just telling me what they think I want to hear in order to get me to talk so they have a more interesting story. They found it easy to pit Joe against me and make this a personal feud of no consequence other than its entertainment value. They find it much harder to justify now that he's been convicted on 2 counts of murder for hire and 17 counts of killing, trafficking, and abusing tigers and other big cats. It makes me wonder what this next wave of media will do with the story. So, what is Bex to do? She's paid a lot and spent a lot of time on a story that can't really be told the way it was originally plotted. I think that's why she wants to talk to me. She seemed genuinely surprised that I was professional in my demeanor. She clearly thought that it would be 2 redneck, uneducated, cursing nutcases for her story, but was surprised that I'm calm, soft-spoken, and don't curse. Since there have been so many people saying that they want to do my life story, or this part with Joe, I've gathered all of the same stuff they want to talk about into folders. 10 minutes after our call, I was able to send her a Dropbox link to a folder full of subfolders that included my life, photos growing up, all of Joe's threats, summaries from my diary events like the whistleblowers, the trial, why cub handling is so cruel, and causing the extinction of the tiger, and of course all the crap on Don that they find so juicy. She said I was an interviewer's dream. We'll see if she reads any of it, or if, like everyone else, she just wants to ask inane questions all over again. Meanwhile, answering stupid questions that showed no sign of understanding the circumstances is what Howie and I had spent doing with Dana from Muck TV. They are doing something for National Geographic Television that they say is about tiger extinction and will only touch on Joe Exotic. They are either lying or just starting because they knew nothing about the issues, despite Sharon Gynup's very good expose in National Geographic magazine this month. If you're enjoying my diary, please like, share, and subscribe. You can find other ways to connect to me over at bigcatrescue.org/Carole.Baskin.